Alrighty guys, so the update's been out for a good 9 hours, and by now you'd probably either have enough materials to get a few orbs, or you have all the orbs and just don't know which ones to equip for which units, but I'll be letting you know all that right now. Guys, a large percentage of you are not subscribed yet, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it so much, and let's get right into the vid.
I know, you're home for mine. You're with me, but you're my life. I want to do it for the rest of my life. Looking for someone.
Alrighty, so here I got every single one of the orbs in the game, I believe. So we're gonna start off Minato orb. So Minato is not that good of a unit. He used to be meta, back when he came out, but then he kind of fell off. And the orb came. When the orb came out, he's just kind of good for story now. But like, there's also Conan, Golden Frieza, and all those other units. So like Minato, even with the Minotaur max Irwin buff and everything, it honestly still doesn't cut it. So I'd have to put that at no, no, no. Um, Probably literal trash. Could be used for story mode, but there's really no point in getting Minato anymore. So yeah, there's just too many better units. Alright, now here we have Bomb Orb. Okay, so this is just a Walmart version of the Fire Orb. The Bomb Orb, people tend to use Bomb Orb with Irwin. Irwin's obviously very important, and yeah, buffs literally everything. You could put it on other units as well just to increase their damage. I'd put this on A tier for sure because, like, you're 9 times out of 10 gonna use that on Irwin, you know? And Irwin's like just an insane essential unit. Yeah, better for buffing everything on the map. Yeah, A tier for sure. Now here we got the blue-eyed orb. Okay, increases the range by 30%. When this came out, it actually increased the range by 100%, which was crazy. But now it's even harder to get, and it's only 30% increase. It's still good though. It still does something, like useful for any unit, no matter what. Um, Solid A tier to be honest. Okay, and right here, the next orb that we have is Golden Frieza Scaling Orb. Okay, so the Golden Frieza Orb, obviously only works for Golden Frieza. Is Frieza really that good though? For like once this came out, he was a beast. Like it was insane. Definitely would have been S tier. But now, there's been Conan, Goku 6-star. In story, Frieza's still better than Goku 6-star, but in Infinite, no way. Uh, but yeah, he's really good for story. He's really good for trials and challenges and whatnot. Infinite, he's alright, but you wouldn't really use him. Uh, but yeah, he's Frieza's an all-around super cheap unit, air unit, circle AoE, crazy range, and for that, I'll give it A tier. But yeah, he's just not like as crazy as he was when he came out. So yeah, I put him on A tier. We have no S tiers yet. No B's or C's. We just have literal trash for me and Torb. And these ones right here. Next is the cost orb. So the cost orb, if you look at it the same way that I do, the cost orb basically only, like, the only thing it does is kind of saves you like 2 to 8k cash per infinite game. That's kind of what it does. Cause look at it from my perspective. This is how I see it. You're gonna most of the time you're gonna use it on Bulma, like for sure you gotta use it on Bulma, obviously, or Escanor, whatever farm unit. Um, it's only gonna help you place it. Like I mean, like it only makes it 100 cheaper for the placement. So that probably makes it so that you'll have all Bulmas maxed out like one wave earlier. And if you have all the maxed out one wave earlier, I guess like you'll make another 2k cash in throughout the whole infinite game. Really not that useful to be honest. See, I struggle so much just to make out how useful this is. But all in all, you would still honestly use this every single time. It would save you 1 to 2 waves. If you were using a power scaling unit, like I mean a unit that increases damage every round, such as Broly or Escanor, it would save you by 1 because you would start placing and upgrading Broly's and Escanor's 1 wave earlier. So like, I mean, it's that much damage more, but like honestly, you wouldn't even use Broly and Escanor anymore because Escanor, he's just like long gone, mate. And then Broly, he's also obsolete, but then you use him again because of the glitch, but now they patched the glitch, so I put him in B tier. Just because you'd honestly like actually use it every game, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, here we go. The next one is the Fire Orb. This is a sick orb, honestly. Works on any unit, remember that. Any unit. And it increases the initial damage by 100%. Now, if you know anything about the game, you know that's 100% BS. It is a sick orb, don't get me wrong, but like if you put it on Meta Knight, max out Meta Knight, Meta Knight's gonna have a lot more damage than without Fire Orb, so that's not just for initial damage, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it just heavily increases the damage of whatever you put it on, and that's pretty crazy. It's some people say it's the hardest orb to get. I mean like I got it and like yeah, it's not that hard to beat challenge anymore, but nonetheless, this has to be a S tier orb just because it's a better version of Bomb Orb, and it's just insane. Like the the damage up plus 100%, dude. Yo, that's actually crazy right now. Like legit, I'm pretty sure the same applies for Goku. Like if you place it on Goku, then Goku's damage is gonna be way more. Or maybe it's just Meta Knight. I think it works for everyone though. Yeah. Alright, next up we have Nagato Orb. It's alright. It just increases its damage by a bunch. Um, I put him decent A tier, yeah, for sure. Now Quake Orb, just saying. I do not know anything about Quake Orb. I don't know anything about Quake Orb, so like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to rate this. So like, can I delete it? No, I cannot. I'll just put it in A tier because that's where most of the other ones are. You know what I'm saying? Average. I haven't seen what that is yet, so it could be S tier, could be literal trash, could be C, B, could be anything. But I'll just leave it there so it's not the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And and now Rukia, I mean like she's full AoE. She does like around what 5 to 10 like 6,000 damage or something like that. But yeah, I rate her worse than them. I put it on B tier. Not too bad, but it ain't that good either. Nothing too special. Okay. So right here, Mihawk Orb. Dude, you know how crazy this orb itself is? It multiplies Mihawk's damage by 13 ti times, wait, plus 1,300%. You know how crazy that is, dude. So, his original level 80 Max Irwin buff, or no, Max Irwin buff without Bomb Orb, that was around 1900 damage, I believe. I remember that. 1900 damage. Now with the Bomb Orb with Irwin, it's probably gonna be like 2200 damage. And then, but yeah, times 1300. He does like what? 9 to 10k damage, I believe. And every 3 seconds, ranged literally over the whole map. He's an air unit, he hits airs. Very slim AoE. So, but like he does hit multiple units, so like I'd for sure put this on A tier, like high A tier, definitely. It's insane. But I don't think it makes Mihawk meta yet, so yeah, I don't know. I keep it at A tier. But yeah, now look at this. Here is probably the craziest orb that has come out this whole update. The Death Orb. So this orb actually is is for Light Yagami. And if you didn't know, around 1 to 2 months ago, Light Yagami was actually in the meta, or maybe that was like 3 months ago. I'm not sure, but yeah, he was a crazy unit, range all over the map, same range as Mihawk. And when you maxed out fully Irwin buffed him, he was 107. He did 107,000 damage full AoE. But the SP of 500 and freaking what's it called? And the fact that new units came just pushed him out of meta. But now it's, bro, plus 500% onto that, and better Irwin. So like, dude, when you max this out with max Irwin buff, Light Yagami does a whopping 640,000 damage full AoE, or actually more than that, a bit more than that. But yeah, 640,000 damage, bro. You know how crazy that is for damage for him, dude? Like, yo, it is the craziest thing ever, mate. So yeah, for sure, definitely S tier, the best orb that came out this whole update. But yeah, that is basically what the orbs tier list looks like right now. Yeah, tell me in the comments if you think this is cap or I should move some of these. By the way, I haven't seen Whitebeard at all. So like, I mean, don't blame me about putting them there. And yeah, anyways, make sure to like the video, subscribe, dude, let's hit 6K, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and peace.